and welcome to Green Flag. And today, right beside me, I have the brand new 2023 Toyota Prius. And today, I'm going to walk you through this Prius, and I'm going to show you what it's like all around the vehicle. I'm going to walk you through some of its key components, key features, and design elements, as well as pricing, just in case you are in the market. And later on in the video, we're going to go for a drive. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stick around to find out more about this brand new 2023 Toyota Prius. Originally, Toyota did first introduce the Prius back in the Japan market only back in '97. Toyota has since then opened up the market globally, and now the Prius is available on sale in about 90 different markets. And today here I do have its 5th generation of the design currently. And you guys can let me know what you think of the design, especially in comparison to previous models. This design definitely takes it to a whole nother level in terms of just overall styling, character, and just dynamics of the vehicle. So guys, let me know what you definitely think in the comments below. I definitely love to hear from you. Now, starting out with the front of the vehicle, you will notice the headlights are a standout with the unique design and curvature, which definitely takes place of Toyota's current design language on many other models, especially like the upcoming and current Crown models. You'll notice some of those same characteristics and similarities as well, and following as well to the back of the vehicle. Now, Toyota did say that they lowered the vehicle about 2 inches now. So the vehicle currently, the roof line is about 2 inches lower, and the rear of the vehicle now, the rear only is about 1 inch wider. So you definitely get that really nice stance, that athletic stance that so many people have come to love, especially in the nature of a sporty vehicle. And this vehicle definitely does portray that. Now, this vehicle is an LE model, so it has the aluminum alloy wheels with the plastic wheel covers, sitting on what I believe is a 195/60/17, and they do ride nice. You can actually get this vehicle equipped with an optional 19-inch alloy wheel, and I believe that wheel is also standard on the limited trim models. Like I said, with this being an LE model, you do get quite a bit of standard features, such as the Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. You get blind spot monitoring and rear traffic cross traffic alert, full LED headlights and tail lights. One new key feature in design is that they took the rear light bar section, and it is all elevated now to just one strip LED. So once again, guys, that seems to be a common trend in the auto industry right now. So if you guys like it or not, let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, so just keep in mind when looking at the 2023 Toyota Prius for rear leg space occupants, you are looking at about 34.8 cubic feet of space for the rear leg room and for those rear passengers, so just keep that in mind. Now, Toyota does give you, as standard across all trim levels, a rear 60/40 split fold down seat. So with the seat in its upright position, you are looking at about 23.8 cubic feet of space. Now with that 60/40 split folded down, you are at about 50 cubic feet of space for rear cargo room. So if you're looking to haul anything, move some stuff around, weekend projects, I have no doubt that the 2023 Toyota Prius can help get that job done. Now, keep in mind, those numbers are a little bit smaller in comparison to other vehicles in this class. Now, the 2023 Honda Accord may be an exception, as because that is a 4-door sedan. This is a 5-door hatchback. So other vehicles to keep in mind if you are cross shopping would be the 23 Chevy Bolt and the new Kia Niro, which is also a hybrid vehicle as well. Now keep in mind the hybrid Niro is a bit more of an SUV, so you're going to get just that additional rear leg space for the rear occupants, as well as that additional cargo capacity if you have all the seats folded in the Niro as well. So that is just one thing to keep in mind. But because this new Prius is so stylish, I see why it won't be any issue in being a great alternative to any one of those vehicles. All right, so now we are inside of the 2023 Toyota Prius, and what's it like? Well, dash quality and layout and materials are nice. It's one of the first things I noticed initially entering into the car. So especially this very linear midsection here definitely adds an elevation of just a quality. It just, you know, it just feels nice. So that's always a good thing to see, especially inside the interior of a brand new generation vehicle. So with the quality and attention to details, physical HVAC controls and buttons are always nice and should be the industry standard. This LE trim level does come standard with the 8-inch touchscreen infotainment with Android Auto wireless and wireless Apple CarPlay is standard as well. You would have to step up into the XLE, I believe the limited, which comes standard on the XLE. The 12.3 is optional, as well as the 8-speaker audio system from JBL is optional, or I believe is standard on the XLE. You get a base 6-speaker standard stereo on the LE and XLE trim levels. So just keep that in mind. So we're gonna go ahead and put it into drive with the electronic gear selector. There is an electronic parking brake as well. I have an array of different drive modes. I have EV mode, which does specifically let me drive this model in just electric power alone, just for a short distance up to a short speed. I've gotten it up to 26 miles an hour in just EV mode alone. Anything above that, it will kick you out of EV mode and apply the ICE motor. So just keep that in mind as well. So we're gonna go ahead and go for a drive in this new 2023 Toyota Prius. Now, one of the key things that Toyota wanted to implement, what was the goal for this new car, was something to feel yet sporty and comfortable. And while I will say with this new TNGA-C platform, Toyota definitely knocked it out of the park. Ride is very supple. I love to see nowadays within the industry, especially at vehicles of this price point, the ride has gotten so much better in these vehicles. One of the key vehicles I can note is specifically the new Honda Civic, the new generation Civic. The ride, same thing. I'm very impressed with these new vehicles and the way that they're driving nowadays. They're really well damped, and this new Prius is no exception. It rides really, really great. Like I said before, mentioned earlier in the video, this is the new 2023 Prius is riding on the 2nd generation now of the TNGA-C platform. Now, what that will offer for the new Prius, as stated before, is you now have the option to equip this vehicle with all-wheel drive. Now, I do want to get into a little bit of how that all-wheel drive system works, because it is not your typical mechanical all-wheel drive system. There is no mechanical connection in between the rear and front wheels. This is an all-wheel drive system, and what that means is it uses a motor in the back to apply power to those rear wheels via the electric motor on the rear wheel. Now, you don't have that all-wheel drive permanently 100% all the time. It only applies a certain amount of power, and applies power when the car feels that it's needed. So, such as on a slippery start, you're in a snowy condition, you will have that electric power applied to the rear wheel if you're slipping off of, say, a red light or coming off from that initial launch. Now, this tester, or this LE trim level that I do have, does not have the all-wheel drive, but with the 194 horsepower and that new lithium-ion battery, and with it being front-wheel drive with the new eCVT, power and traction, I haven't had any issues, being that I am in a southern state, don't really have snow here. So for you all that may be living in those northern climates, just know now for the 2023 Toyota Prius, all-wheel drive is now available. Now, when we're talking in terms of performance for a 2023 Toyota Prius, I know, like much before, performance has never really been something that's talked about for a Prius. It's mostly miles per gallon and fuel efficiency, right? Well, the new Prius is no exception. Fuel economy is still the standard when it comes to a Prius. However, you do have that uploaded, or that elevated terms of feel and performance when it comes to mine. We do have now a new 2-liter 4-cylinder gas hybrid powering this vehicle. Now, like I said before, we are up in power. So from the previous generation, we were at 129 horsepower. Now for this new model with front-wheel drive, we're at 194 horsepower combined with the electric motors. And for the all-wheel drive models, you do have a slight increase, a bump in power of 196 horsepower. Now, Toyota is claiming 0 to 60 for these models, for the front-wheel drive model of 7.2 seconds. And for the all-wheel drive models, that reduces the 0 to 60 to about 7 seconds flat. Now, I won't be testing any 0 to 60 times, as I don't have a data logger with me today, and well, I'm in a Toyota Prius, and well, that's not my main focus or concern for 0 to 60 times. Just know, driving the car, it does feel pretty darn quick. You have no problem with passing on the interstate or on the highway during those highway drives. If you need to pass a semi-truck or a slow mover, you have no problem with doing so. Alrighty guys, so some more key features to take note is pricing. So when it comes down to pricing for the all-new 2023 Toyota Prius, like I said before, keep in mind this is the LE trim, which is the base trim level. So the LE trim does start at about $28,800. So keep that in mind. That is not for all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is optional on every single of the 3 trim levels that Toyota offers: LE, XLE, and Limited. Next trim up would be the XLE, and that is going to push you back at about 32 large. Now moving forward to the highest top tier trim, which is going to be the Limited, with all-wheel drive, is going to set you back right roughly under 36 grand. Now, if you guys are interested, are looking in the market for a brand new Toyota Prius, then I hope this video definitely helped you out with making that decision. Hopefully it was a good alternative, and it opened your eyes to see maybe a different option that you weren't even aware of that was out there before. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. There will be plenty more videos along the way. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm Lance. Welcome to Green Flag. You guys have a great day.